Welcome back. Today I want to talk about respect. It's a word that you're going to hear a lot in the horse world. Something that my horses don't always know a lot about. Well, at least not according to most people. But you see, it's one of those words that gets often used that often people really don't understand the true definition of it or what it means. And a lot of people think that you can get respect by demanding it. No, respect cannot be demanded. It must be earned. And I'll talk about that. Well, I'm going to talk about it quite a bit with humans even, and how respect works is, well, first I'm going to share a little story from years gone by, an organization that I was involved in. And the other leader of that particular organization, he demanded respect. And you had to refer to him by his title all the time to show respect. At least that's the way he had it figured. Well, lots of people would call him sir to his face, but behind his back, let me tell you, there was a lot of other things he got called besides sir. And it's because you cannot demand respect. You have to earn it. Are you worthy of respect? That's what you got to ask yourself, especially if you're having problems with respect. I must be doing something wrong. But then again, maybe it's a case of my version of respect doesn't necessarily mean bullying the horse into keeping out of my space, because it's how they behave when they're in your space that shows the respect. They aren't pushing on me. They aren't giving me a hard time. They aren't nipping at me. They aren't doing all sorts of rude things that would be considered to be quite disrespectful. But I want to refer a little bit, I'm going to paraphrase him, so I'm not even going to say whose article I got this from, but not because I'm going to paraphrase it a bit, but respect, well, it's fear or reverence. And often fear is mistaken for the reverence that is true respect. And to give you an idea of what I'm talking about is, true respect would be, for example, if you meet an elderly person that is in, say, their 70s or 80s, quite wise, and simply because of their character and who they are, you have respect for them and you act accordingly. Nobody made you do it. You weren't coerced into it, unlike many situations where we are forced to respect. And, well, you're going to get that with horses a lot, too. You know, people will say, I'm going to show them who's boss. I'm going to make them respect me. No, you can't do that. It doesn't work. You have to earn their respect. Respect is something that is earned. Are you worthy of respect? You know, this is the thing that I keep trying to explain to people is, you know, respect is much like leadership. You know, a lot of people think it involves showing them who's boss, being a bully, and pushing them around and stuff like that. No, that's not at all how it works. No, not at all. No, excuse me, sir, you're in my way again. Jeez, this little guy's really got a problem with that. That's okay. He likes me because he respects me. And he backs up because he respects me too. And all I got to do is point at him and he backs up. That's respect, not fear. Because if he doesn't back up, I'm not going to hit him, yell at him, get upset with him or anything else. I'm just going to insist politely that he backs up. Goodness sakes, you guys. Somebody just yanked on my microphone cord, which happens to be hanging down my back right now. You guys are really being rude. But they seem to know when I'm talking to a camera. But anyhow, back to the respect thing. It's really very simple. There's two kinds of what people think are respect. And one is actually truly respect, and the other is actually fear. And I'm going to quote part of a passage anyhow from a book that was written over 400 years ago, I believe, and it was regards to good horsemanship. And it said, if you train a horse with fear, sooner or later it's going to find something it's more afraid of than you. And that's where, you know, you got to have respect, because if they respect you, well, because they respect you, they trust you, and they trust your leadership. And when they do get scared about something, they're going to look to you for an answer and for help and for protection and that sort of thing, because they truly respect you. And something I said in one of my videos right from the very beginning, in one of my intro videos, one of the first ones I ever posted many years ago, is you get what you give with all things, when it comes to, well, in the world or in horses. Just about every religion or culture has a similar phrase. You get what you give, you reap what you sow, what goes around comes around, stuff like that. And the same is true of respect. You will absolutely get what you give when it comes to respect. And respect is something you got to earn. You cannot demand it, absolutely not, because that's not respect, that's fear. So, are you worthy of respect? That's what really real respect is. Real respect is not when the horse is scared of you doing the wrong thing or being disrespectful to you because it's going to be punished or you're going to be angry. No. The horse is respectful of you because you're worthy of respect. You have a character about you that the horse sees, and they're very intuitive, and they can pick up on your character very, very quickly, believe me. And they will very quickly decide whether or not you're worthy of respect. And, if you know what you're doing, you can earn their respect within a matter of minutes of meeting them and working with them. And, if you're not too good at it, it might take a few weeks or maybe even a few months. But if you see somebody that's had a horse for years and they're still getting after it because the horse isn't being respectful and they're, get out of my space, I'm going to show you who's boss, you got to learn some respect. Well, if that's still going on a year or two down the road, there's obviously a very, very big problem there, and it really doesn't have much to do with respect because they aren't using respect. They're trying to get the horse to do what they want out of fear, and that just does not work, I can assure you. So what is respect? Respect is a reverence. It's an attitude that, well, the horse, in this case, will have towards you because you're worthy of respect. You have a certain character about you that says, I'm going to respect them because I like them, not because I fear them. Respect. It has to be earned. Have a good day.